Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another, late winter on the third year of our Ascension War. We hit that intern button, it'll be... math. 4 years? No. 4 years, yes, because this game is wrong. It's a year behind, because it counts it weird.
Yeah,
Right?
it starts at 0.
I hate that. That's not the way... It's the first year of the
No,
Ascension War.
that is a... I would like to call it an artifact of the fact that this game seems to be made by a programmer, because arrays and stuff start at 0, so programmers they come from 0, I guess. They're
Goddamn
special people.
I hate them. I hate all of them. So things are gonna happen that are probably gonna be interesting. I'm wondering if Carlos is gonna attack me. It'll be interesting to see if he does. All my troops are going here, though.
I mean, he might. That is 180 units, and it's probably like 60-ish more, probably, because the Nemedian warriors are invisible, so they don't show up on the map.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you should be able to handle that, because there are no sacreds or anything. But I don't think you'll be able to trample them. However, that might be a good thing, because then your units will actually use their big swing, their axe attack instead. I think that's better against those guys.
Hopefully that's gonna help. So moving on, because we've talked about that siege, as you said, too long. You've marched across that little island. Wow.
Oh yeah. I was kind of gambling there because I wasn't sure how high he actually pumped up the defenses, and he did have 130 slingers, and my army was not that strong. So I'm not sure if I should move after him and just try to attack his slingers there. That might be a good idea, but it might backfire depending on.
Yep. That is true. That is very, very true. On the other fronts, north, you're taking more territories from Atlantis. That's good. He isn't focused on... He's too focused on Pfeiffer right now.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to in a second. Agartha, still clinging on for dear life. We've managed to make the faction last a lot longer now that it's under our reign.
Like every province that Agartha can hold from the others is kind of a win, in my opinion. We're gonna try taking the snake swarms that's to the right of Agartha's little fort there, just because it doesn't have any units in it. And we have actually amassed a somewhat decent army. Like, we can build 2 commanders per turn there, and 2 units. And the commanders are actually pretty decent. Like, they do 31 damage. Their defensive capabilities are severely lacking, but they should at least be able to handle some province defenses with the assistance of a barbarian squad.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They'll get their shit together.
yeah. And Kibs does not want me to attack the little swamps.
I squint
Down
my
south.
eyes. You're on the swamp. Honestly, I think you're better off sitting and defending, because I have a bad feeling about the Dawnland.
No.
You
It's
say
gonna be
that,
fine.
but we're recording both episodes. We're doing it all in one go, so we're going to do all of it, you little shit, because then I can I fucking tell you to.
Alright, well, we will see what happens.
Because hold on, hear me out, you little cum slut. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
See, Wellesley, where is he? Where the fuck is he? He's hiding somewhere. There was an army down here. It didn't just up and vanish.
Yeah, well, he can come at me if he wants.
You
My
think
army-
he'll be able to beat the Glamour army, though?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Like, the thing is, my army, it does not only consist of bullshit. I do have, like, 24 sacreds, and I have a 40 squad of the Berisian heavy spearmen, another 40 squad of the javelin guys. I've got some elephants and some horses and all kinds of bullshit. So I'm not too worried, but you never know. It might still go south, but I'm still going in for sure. Another problem is if I were to not attack, I would also have to break up my army because they're using too many supplies. So I am just gonna trample it and hope it goes my way.
Hopefully you'll smash through there.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait. I have a suspicion that Sketchy will try to move back here because I don't think he's gonna try the fort. He'll lose. Might go through Thadaz, but it seems more likely that he's going to either try going for Stonegrave Mountains, but more probable, Corbian. Also, these province defenses are kind of low.
I am actually a bit more worried there, because he could maybe take Eoli, but he wouldn't be able to take it entirely. He would still have...
That army? No, you have 70 defense there. That army's not doing nothing.
Yeah, but...
If you should,
that's the thing.
These guys,
like
17 of these guys plus these guys, like you hold that, right.
Yeah,
right.
But what if he has like 3 assassins there?
Well, then you're dead.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's like, but I'll die though. Oh, damn it.
So in that sense, I'm a bit worried, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Over in Sketchy's territory, I am moving from Black Harbor into Stormwoods.
Stormwoods?
It's the one to the right.
Oh, I thought you were going for his capital. Are you changing your mind?
Yeah, like, I want to catch one of his armies while it's not consolidated into with any of the other ones. And, you know, even if I go for his capital, I don't know. I think it's better to try to catch his units and kill them off.
Yep. Might as well.
Yeah.
Hit him up good.
And while going for his capital would be hilarious.
Sometimes it's not a good idea to go for the capital.
Yeah, I think we would see a reprisal of what just happened in the other game, where I just lose the entire army.
At the point of this recording, we were just recently recording with Arch in a campaign, another campaign, Arch and Nerfy, because I think they're a little sad because they bailed on this one. They fled like cowards, but that's okay. That's okay.
So I have learned from that, and I'm going to be a bit more cautious with the whole capital thing.
Well, you know, honestly, no matter what, there's always kind of an upside for most offensives, as long as you do something. For example, me sitting on Hans' capital all this time means that he's literally sitting there, only able to research. Granted, God knows what horrors he's researched right now, but at the very least, his income is nothing. He's been sitting there, derped, and when he finally sallies forth, I'll kill him. But I hope. The next thing is to talk about is Poof or Toof. Toofy Poof. He's dead. He's dead. This army here is gonna march on that. Like this is gone. This army here might march here. This army there might march there. I'm not quite sure. It might move like that and that. I'm not quite sure. Either way, Poofer is looking. He's looking pretty bad. Things are not looking good. That is fine. Everything is fine. We're more or less holding the line on the front, but it is gonna wear and tear at us. Sea factions, which again, I have to point out in the game that we're recording with Arch, the sea factions, they're just with wrong maps with too much water. I do not like, because too many avenues of attack that you cannot respond to, and is improbable to respond to. Arch's
Yeah,
retort
it's a
would
bit
normally be
fancy.
like, build up a quick response force, which a simple answer is, can't afford it.
Well,
can't afford
I kind of agree with him on that point, to be perfectly honest. I still think Water Nations, like, it's just not fun when they can do whatever they want. That is my main problem.
You see their armies
However,
go by, and you're just like, oh, poo.
Yeah, and you can't like harass them or anything.
You just have to sit there.
However, when they do have armies walling around your, like, the edges of your territory, they are losing just as much as you are if you have an army that is like stalking them, and you'll still be able to take like border territories just by following them as well. So there is still, I do still think that is a decent argument for it. However, I also think that for Water Nations to be a thing, you also, well, especially for pure water factions, you need to play a Thrones game. Because if you're playing a Thrones game, the victory condition is capturing the thrones.
Yep, which means underpowered factions have a chance.
Yeah, and right now, the victory condition is complete domination. And when we have to dominate the water, that just it just barely works within the game's mechanic. And that is the main problem. So I think that like the intended way to play the game is with drones as the objective.
I think we learned very quickly that thrones are they are necessary for this game. Conquer all is fine if you're totally fine with just conquering everything, but I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. It very quickly, when there was a game that was recorded with Arch, Sandro, Nervy, and myself, and Arch, at one point was about to throw the game, then he changed his mind, and Sandro was like, things were pretty tense. Basically, it boiled down to the game was over, like when it looked like this, like it did now here. And the reason for that is because I just didn't want to play it anymore. I'm sorry. But like after, I don't know, what was it, a month or 2 months of just like dozens upon dozens upon dozens of turns where it's just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on a big map, a really bad big map in my opinion. And it's not fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's fucking boring. It's absolutely boring. Because the thing with the game is, what makes it interesting is the challenges you face. And while dealing with the faction and overcoming and like overwhelming hands, it's fine. But doing that for the entire map with no other strategic objectives, like the thrones, kind of just leaves it kind of empty and barren. It's really simple. The game's relatively one-dimensional. I'm not worried about, besides protecting my own territories, I'm just like, attack purple till purple gone. Like, if there were thrones, then I'd be like, all right, gotta secure these thrones and I can attack purple. There's more options. There's more paths for us to do. It's not limited. You don't have to do the thrones, but you do have to do the thrones within a certain time or have enough if you want to derp down other factions. And that's what I think is that. And that's one of the reasons we're talking about this, is because this campaign will be drawing to a close because this fundamental problem. Mostly because I know Hans has lost interest. Now, Arch and Nerfy, Nerfy left more so reasonably. Arch a little bit unreasonably, because that was much too early into the prime of the game, in my opinion, which left us a little bit with our pants down. But understandably so. Without any objectives, there's no really primary focus on the game. And so...
Yeah, it's just walking to each other's capitals. And once we have killed everyone else, like, now we have to deal with
the water.
Atlantis.
If we win that, yeah, it's a big if. Yeah.
And I've also talked to Sandro about that, and he also feels the same, even as the guy who is playing the water.
Even the guy who's winning,
even if he wins, even if he takes the entire water and we win the land, he wouldn't want to keep playing that because it would just take forever.
It's not very fun and interesting. And so with Thrones, what that does is adds objectives and keys to the map. And with Cataclysm enabled, which, by the way, this is the second war, so I'll give you sort of a synopsis now. We might as well get this out of the way. In the second war, because it's the first one, this one's going to be an armistice. I can tell you that from the looks of it, unless something drastic happens here soon. The second war is going to be basically there's thrones. It's a free-for-all, by the way, with the ability to ally up to 2 people at a time, but that's it. And these thrones have Cataclysm enabled. Cataclysm means that at a certain threshold of turns, thrones will be devoured. And once each throne is gone, the amount of thrones on the map shrinks. So the amount of thrones required to win the game shrinks as well, which makes sure that the game can't go on too long. This way we can keep the game sort of going a little bit more fast-paced so people don't get disinterested, because I know it's kind of hard for people to stay interested in the game as time goes on. And those conquests by all things, I'm not gonna lie. The one that we're doing with Arch is the last one I ever want to do. Because without any objectives or goals besides I need to kill him or I need to not die, I'm kind of bored.
Yeah.
Thrones do make the game, and Thrones add a lot of fun mechanics too, like random weird things that they can do, because Thrones aren't just this one-dimensional capture victory point. They are also...
They all...
Oh, go ahead.
So, I'm not sure exactly what they can do, but some will like improve your bless, for example. I'm not sure if that's the only thing they do. Like, there are different levels you can set the throne to be right when you create the game. So they can be less effective, and some are like really, really powerful. I guess it depends on how much you want, like capturing a throne would kind of let you steamroll or snowball the rest of the game.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how the thrones pan out, and we'll try it.
Yep.
I think we'll get a lot of hours out of this game still. I think it's got a lot of longevity left in it.
I think
We just
so.
need to find a way to spruce up the end game goals, because I think the Disciple Games was good on paper, but it wasn't quite. There's too many factions. Because what I would have done, honestly, in my current situation, I probably would have stayed allied with you. I probably would have allied with Hands, and then attacked Carlos. That's what I wanted to do. But here I am. I'm killing poor Ketchup.
There are a lot of formats, so we'll see how that pans out.
Now, next,
You ready to end the turn?
we're going to talk about how the fact that this son of a bitch tried to assassinate me.
Oh.
Failed, and I killed him. Okay.
Did we even go through the battles?
No, we didn't. So there's a battle
Yeah, no.
with the... Okay, any battle with Atlantis, I'm sorry. There's just... Here, I'll show you.
No.
Nope,
Like,
we're going to look at it.
province battles or whatever.
Look at this. You see this? This is basically all the battles for Atlantis, though. You've seen them.
Yeah,
You've seen it
but
all.
like,
You've seen it
at this point, every single province is its battle point.
Province defenses are not interesting anymore because only early game. Because early game, the armies are too weak to take them.
Yeah.
You took out that province from him, which is good. Makone did a battle with you, which is a pretty big battle, honestly.
Yes. Yep. This is the one in that province that I am currently pillaging. And here, I noticed that I have those units not set to hold, which is a little sad, because they die
March
horribly.
forward to their death, and they're like, oh, we're gonna get them. They're like, where's the rest of our team? They're just dead.
Oopsie.
What the fuck is that graphic animation where the dirt's all wiggly?
The dirt's
I've
wiggly.
never seen that before.
Well, you're not gonna find that in any right-click menu.
Look at that. See it?
Nope.
Don't tell me nope. You're a
No.
pixel animator boy. You know what that shit is.
I don't see anything. Also, the stream that I'm watching on Discord,
It's
Keep
choppy.
rubber
I just
banding.
looked over the units
That's
rubber
terrible.
banding on your. That's what the recordings used to look like, by the way. That's awful, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. It has
Here-
something to do with the rendering. What?
And here you can see how actually just how strong the giants are. Like, they barely ever die. They're just standing there, poking, poke. I do lose quite a few of them here, I think, but it's because he has like 20 warrior smiths or something. They just go
Yep,
wild.
they got pretty good equipment. So that's the end of his army. Is that like wounded or something? Affliction resistance, but it's like sitting there. Okay. Kind of weird. Let's see. There's blah blah blah. We've taken control. Met no resistance. A Bane. Looks like they're gonna send a single character to try to assassinate provinces. I think.
Yeah, he had that one there, but that guy died.
He's dead.
I'm not sure he had more, but we'll see.
We lost the battle. Sadness. Atlantis attack Agartha and one. Not too good there. Not too good. Lots of what we call the big bads. This is a big good. And Makone beating up Carlos. I mean, beating up Carlos is always a plus. So you know that's another notch under our belt. That's not a good notch. Atlantis booped at me. Oh no, their assassin died. Or scout.
No, yeah.
No, the scout died. I kind of hope Hand Sally's out next turn so we can get this fucking siege over with. So let's find out what the fuck happens.
Oh, yeah.
This is turn 36. The 4th year of the Great Big Squeak. Oh, god damn it. My organs, my soul, my body. It's failing me.
Round 51. Holy shit, that's a lot of battle holes.
Oh shit, Nibba. This is gonna be the biggin. We will call a victor though, so we have yet to determine who's a victor on land and who's a victor on sea. I think we know who's a victor at sea, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, I think Pfeiffer is adapting though, but
he's adapting, but it's unfortunately too late. Yeah. Because some of the new units, while we do rag on Poofer Tooth, he has actually gotten his stuff together. Problem was, it was a little slow getting it going. I know what that's like. You just get a bad start, unlucky start, and you're just offset for the rest of the game. It happens to me all the time.
I actually don't really think that I am doing much better with Veritos than he is.
Holy shit! This guy killed 35 guys.
That's pretty impressive. Watch the battle.
I lost that province. To a fuck camera! Like, no, you're going away now. So, my little garrison here is like, pew 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 pew.
Oh, I regret to inform you that you were correct.
What?
I lost the Dawnland.
You son of a bitch, I told you! I had a suspicion, because I'm like, something's not right. Oh my god, that guy is too strong. I'm not able to get off any good charges. Which he's racked up 3 injuries or so. Or 2. But that's not enough, sadly.
Yeah, like I said, Baratos is actually not doing that well.
Baratos?
Baratos is not doing that well because my research is just terrible.
Oh no, did you lose your god? No! Oh my god, we barely killed any of them. They have whites. Oh shit.
The problem isn't any of that. It's that my entire army broke here. Also, Baratos is a blood nation, and I didn't get my research up and stuff running properly.
What, it's raining now?
Yeah. He probably he casts Storm.
He's doing it on your demons. Oh, big lightning strikes! No!
Yeah, that's the thing. He has mages up, and what I'm supposed to do is summon units that kind of work like the mages do. Like they throw lightning bolts and shit, but I don't have them, so I just have regular units.
Uh-oh, enemy breakthrough on this flank here. Looking at the archers.
I don't know what that was. Like, he buffed his entire army. That was probably just blast or something, but I'm not sure.
It's on regular speed, by the way. That's how fast it is. Okay, so they have a big buff. Caster creates a dense mist across the battlefield, makes it difficult to see.
Oh, he used mist. Okay. Yeah, it makes it more difficult to...
Okay, so he did that to hamper your slingers. Smart move, little shit. There's a god getting the crap beat out of him. Oh, you know, he's basically dead. Oh, I think he just died.
Yep.
Uh-oh, major break here. Damn, that was a big battle, though.
It was.
Pretty fucking cool. Good play on Carlos. We'll have to bully him harder now. It's the only sensible thing to do.
But what this also means is that you don't really have to worry about an attack on your side, I would assume.
What is that? Look at that. Air elemental. Oh shit, never seen that before. Yep. I like how it hisses. Poop. I'm so sad that hands didn't sally out. God damn it. I want to get it over with. I'm gonna go in there after him next turn if he doesn't attack. Alright, so we gotta keep going through the list of sadness. There's a battle Jira, we saw that. We ignored the Atlantis battles. Bertos attacked Atlantis and won, good. Bertos attacked Atlantis but was defeated. Oh, this fucking cataphract cunts. Bertos attacked Fomori but was defeated and then was defeated again. That's not good, Cash, man. We're getting our butts kicked all of a sudden. Let's attack Rila and won. Okay, now that the war is going pretty one-sidedly. Let's attack Rila and won. Makona attacked all of them and won. Okay, that's good. Pretty good, pretty good. He didn't quite catch enough troops there, though, sadly. And he is attritioning you down, which is the big problem. Ulm attacked Makona and won. Oh, no casualties on the garrison there. That's not good. He took back Black Harbor. Okay, have fun with that money. Gartha attacked Atlantis and won. I mean, that's good. That's a point on our side. There was a battle at Lightport before he attacked Makona.
I did catch part of his army, at least, with Makona, which was my plan there. So that's something, I suppose.
Alright, just so we can see what happened. Oh, one of these more Atlantis battles. So Poover Toofers building Sharky Boys. Sharky Boys are quite good. But they're against other Sharky Boys. Which is not good. It's what we call the Big Band. And they got Water Elementals. Water Elementals are the key to winning. But even then, he doesn't need them because these guys are pretty good with their prickly armor. Poison barbs. Oof. The big ouch.
Ouchie wouchies.
There's a battle in Aole. Some random ass barbarians tried to attack, which is good that they were beaten back. It's time to look at the state of the world. Well, I'm a little sad about that. See if we can't fix that. But honestly, I don't know. I mean, the trample should be good enough. But I think he's going to run.
Oh, I missed the Bane battle. I have to look at that.
Oh, go and... You want to see it now? Or want me to stream it? Or you
No. You already watched it. Watch it.
Attack rearmost enemies. Jesus. Got a lot of dudes there. Oh boy.
I gotta say, I don't quite understand why he doesn't take any damage.
Oh, Fomori took a territory from Makona at Lightport. How the hell did that happen? spy or something, I bet. I bet they're using their spies to assassinate our boys. Nope, it's a sneak. It's a secret army. God damn it. There's an Numidian just snuck past you. And he rushed for the valuable province, which I assume he's going to intend to pillage.
Well, he's been sneaking around with those.
Oh, his dudes can fly.
For a while.
That's not good. Yeah, I didn't know where they were, though. God damn. Fucking frozen air. Oh, so stupid. Well played, Carlos. He nabbed that territory, which is pretty fucking bad, honestly. Oh, and it looks like Atlantis is going to poke at you next, actually.
That is not impossible. And I also lost my sneak attack with my horses. It was not a good turn. Nope,
it was not. I think it's not going to be an armistice anymore. I think it's going to be a surrender. Oh no. At the very least, Hans will die. And yes, Hans has transferred his fort over to Shim. But you know what? If I kill him here, he doesn't count. Sorry. Sorry.
Doesn't count? Damn.
That's what he gets for being alive. They're just propping him alive at this point. They're not even giving him anything. That's the worst part. They gave him some gems only because Hans begged for it. And because we guilted them about it. Like, dude, you should probably help him. But it's like, you gave him gems now. It's like, dude, he's pretty much dead. Oh, well. I mean, all in all, this turn went pretty poorly for us. But, on the bright side, I think Hans is going to die at the end. It's like, why you been saying that for Kibs? You don't believe you anymore. Look, I'm just trying to nag him to a south outside of those fucking whales. I'll tell you what.
Bobby.
What I'm gonna do, though, is I'm gonna launch an attack across this bridge here. Next turn. And we're gonna keep recruiting here. Get up some white centaurs. Which actually, they can be ferried over there to reinforce that province. And then I'm going to start pushing into Carlos now, because it means that now's the time.
Hmm.
I hope these are... I don't think there's enough troops to really take that just yet, so we're going to have to keep recruiting more little horsey dudes, and we'll try to take Kingdom of Dahara back from Atlantis. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how long this goes. But I do think everyone's kind of reached a point which they're kind of exhausted. Which is understandable. This war is going on. I know
it has gone on.
On our side, it is kind of exhausting having to micromanage 2 deadweights. I'm just kidding.
Says you. I'm the one doing it.
I was saying it on your behalf.
I understand.
He's like, thank you. I appreciate it. That's what he meant to say. But you know what he didn't say? That. He didn't say anything like that. He threw me out of the bus. That was me getting run over. Little some bitch. I see how it is. Well, on the bright side, I think it's safe to say that that the war's gonna drag on. Oh, we were getting too many good victories there in a row. We were getting pretty good at calling them on their tactics, but it seems like this turn didn't work out so well.
Yep. The thing about early age is that, well, I don't know if it's really how I think, but like early age is supposed to be about magic, but I kind of feel like that is more of like a thematic thing. Like there's more blood magic and whatever, and when you come to late age, it's more about like knights and stuff, you know, more martial stuff. But like the factions still have a lot of like really powerful mages, so I don't really know if it's necessarily the case that magic isn't that as important late game. However, magic is the key. Like you can't win late game in this game without having good magic.
My magic skills late game are pretty trash, which is gonna honestly suck as time goes on here, because I'm starting to shoot out my casts for my researchers, but it is way too late now.
Yep.
I needed to
Same
have
here.
done that ages ago, and so we were honestly pretty slow behind. That's actually not a problem we're having in Archer's game. I think we're having a different one. But yeah, that's something that we're gonna have to learn from. But that's okay. Dominions is all about learning.
Yep.
The nice thing is, one thing I guess we haven't mentioned is generally after these sessions, is we talk with the other team and we just have a good time chatting about, oh, I got you in that battle, mate. And then like, I'm gonna fucking kill you and got you.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think we've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of this campaign, despite 2 of our teammates leaving, because we've had some pretty good fights and pretty good maneuvering. So I think, I'm not sure. I know earlier we said, and we just got done recording a 3-hour video with Arch, by the way. So that's why I was kind of like, oh, ugh. But now that I'm kind of like, I'm on my second win now, like, we'll see. We'll probably try to push this out, because I kind of want to make sure everyone's satisfied. Because I know for a fact, Sandro is pretty frustrated, because in the last few games, in the last game with Arch called, or no, not Arch, we called the game, Arch and I did, and Sandro wanted it to keep going, but we're like, oh, we just want to be done with it. And so he's a little bit miffed about that, and I know he wants to at least get 1 kill. And so, I'm sorry if I freed you short straws here, but we're just going to let it go on for at least, at the bare minimum, long enough to see the fall of Rila, and perhaps the true fall of fucking Ketchup, the little coward who's running away, who said he told me, and I'm paraphrasing this slightly, but he told me, like, once Abyssia falls, I'm done. And now he's like, well, I got a new capital. And it's like, you little bitch. I'll fucking kill you. That little whore, he'll pay for his crimes. That's 6th province defense, and he moved there. I'm going to move there to counter him, because he goes to those mountains. He didn't move across. I was wrong about Corbion. I was completely wrong. I was
he can't move there.
Sketchy to
It's
go
blocked
towards
up
your
by
capital.
water.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was still frozen. Because I was thinking Sketchy ran here. He was either going to go to Aeole, which I didn't think he was going to do. I was like, oh, he's going to try delaying. He'll go back here, and then he'll go to Lightport. But it wasn't Sketchy. It was Femoria that went to Lightport. I knew I had a bad idea about Carlos. Carlos is doing something. Because he was being... When Carlos is optimistic, you can tell, and it's not a good sign.
He's a sneaky bastard. But yeah, he finally got me his mages up, and that's pretty much what did that. I'm pretty sure I would have been able to handle an army that consisted of glamour, but I barely even got to the glamour units.
So in the troll lands, things are looking pretty dicey.
Yep, it's looking like shit. I think even like I'm moving some troops across, and I have buffed the province defense there quite a bit. But I think even
those fucking barbed cunts are gonna win, aren't they?
Most likely. But I do have a lot of spare dudes. That's the thing.
Damn. Well,
Well,
at
a
the
lot
bright
is
side,
an
we're putting up
exaggeration.
quite a fight. Honestly, when Arch and Nerfy left, I was expecting it just to be a roll. And we've actually managed to really hold out. So I don't know if we'll be able to squeeze out a victory on land now, because who knows? I think the momentum's changed, and I don't want to be unfair and cut the game right when they start like pushing. So if we can halt their advance, because I want to be fair to them because they're good lads. So we'll keep going and see if they're able to actually
I definitely want to keep the game going for a while longer. For
until
sure.
we reach, because there will be that point, there always is in Dominions, where we reach a decisive point. A point in which the game is lost. And then it's just a slow grind down, which honestly is super boring. And I think Arch and I agreed on that. I hope he remembers that too, because if that happens in our game with Arch, either to them or us, like I don't mind if they call it or if we call it, because the thing is, if we don't have thrones on, the game just drags. And killing somebody in Dominions, like finally finishing out their provinces, it just boils down to, okay, I know I'm dead. I'm just gonna be stick in the mud and drag it out for as long as humanly possible.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that here. If they actually break us, which, again, it looks like they might actually do some serious damage here, we'll keep the game going and see if we can stop them. If we can stop them, we'll call it a draw on land. If we can break through them, we'll call it a victory. If they break through us, they'll get a victory on land and sea. Which, to be fair, they might easily get that because Poofer Toofer is going up in smoke.
Pooper.
His last castle, or he has 2 castles, one there and one on land that allows him to recruit his better troops. Which I think are these metal dudes? I'm not quite sure. I do not actually know, but I think we'll wrap up this episode here, which has now made it almost pretty much 4 hours of recording Dominions. Oh, wow. I'm gonna get burnt out on this game. I'm just gonna get mad. Make sure I'm like, sorry, bro. I'm just fucking. We can't do this many times and this many hours in a row. I'm gonna have an aneurysm, because Dominions can be a stressful game, and playing it for long extended periods of time makes my frontal lobe of my skull hurt.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's
a heavy thinking game, is what it is.
Yeah, the thing is when you played like 30 turns in a row, and you have some random scout that's just standing somewhere, and whenever you press the next commander button, it targets the fucking scout, and then you're like, oh shit, do I need to actually do anything somewhere? And you also need to manage your construction in all of your forts, and you know, it just...
That was actually one thing I realized, because I haven't played a game with Arch in a while, because the one we're playing now this is my game, the game I'm hosting. So we're operating with no more rules, no more banned factions, banned spells, or banned anything. Because Arch likes to ban a lot of stuff. And so everything's unbanned, and we're like, fuck it, have fun, go crazy, do whatever you want. Go crazy, yeah. Go stupid. Go wacky. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, you're making me lose my train of thought, you little son of a bitch. But, and so it's like, let's just have fun with this and see where it goes. And, like, I think I learned, like, one thing from hosting my sessions, because how we do it, and how I recommend anyone else who tries Dominions, don't burn out on it, don't play long extended periods like I just did with Arch and Cash and Nerfy. Because, like, the problem is playing 30 turns in a row, playing 20 turns in a row in a game like this in multiplayer is the tension's pretty high, but one of the problems for me is everyone will dogpile you if you don't hit your turn fast enough. And so, towards the end of the game with Arch and Nerfy, like, I wasn't really thinking about what I was doing, and I was suffering for it pretty badly. So, that rush mentality versus this is like, okay, we play by turn, and we get time to think about it. We have a day to sort of mull it over in our spare time. Go like, okay, so that's right. That's why I've gotten in the habit of kind of put myself in the headspace of Sketchy in them, which I was totally wrong on Sketchy. Can't get in his head. He's a nutter, is what he is. But Carlos, I think I'm starting to figure out Carlos finally. Carlos and Sandro, I think I'm able to get in their headspace now, and I feel like I have telepathic powers, even though I don't. It's just after you play this game long enough, you can guess educated guesses on where they're gonna go. Like, I was completely wrong about this. I thought he was just gonna go straight for the capital. He is either A, savoring the kill by just running around, or he thinks he can't take it. Which, who knows? Maybe Poofer Toofer has turned a new leaf and has got something going. I'm never going to get his name right. We're just going to call him Poof Toof, Toofy Toof, Poof. Like, it doesn't matter. Okay?
Yep.
He's like, yep, okay, shut up, Kibs. No, we're never going to shut up. This is never going to end. But all in all, I think this has been a fun game. We have quite a few turns left. God damn it. God damn it. I was hoping they would just, like, fold on land, but no. Oh, makes me sad.
Well,
you want a will? Was that a will in the video? Was it, Cash?
Time to call it.
He's like, I don't want to play Dimitri. I want to go sleep. No, Cash. If I don't end this video, you'll be here forever. Okay, fine. So yeah, that wraps up this video. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.